So Explorers Club members, this is your final wine from your box this week. So as you know, we've been celebrating English wine, the English Wine Week, as it's English Wine Week in June. And we're finishing back up in Staffordshire with Pattingham. And this is the Rudge Heath Divico. So Rudge Heath is where the vineyard is, off Rudge Lane. And we have Divico. So Divico is a really unusual red. And if you're a bit of a skeptic of English reds, maybe you think too light, too acidic, not really matching up from kind of New World Pinot Noirs and so on, I think this is one that potentially really changed that opinion. So Divico is a Swiss grape, so related to things like Gamay and stuff like that. But what it really is cool climate colour. So it produces lots of deep colour. So it ripens early, and it has a very, very long ripening period, a very long growing period. So it really, really maximises all of the sun that it can get without avoiding the frost. So it produces naturally quite it's quite a thick-skinned grape. Again, very small berries. It really is about kind of avoiding any unsavoury rot and things like that. So it keeps the air flowing around it, but they then take the Divico and then put it in oak for 12 months as well. So that really deepens the colour. And when you open this, I think you'll be quite surprised by the colour and the intensity you get from Divico. But it really is, I think, a wine that we're going to see more and more. Lots of producers are starting to plant this. As you said, it will give colour and weight and interest to English reds. So if you're not going to go down Pinot Noir, and we're getting some fantastic Pinot Noir, this is one to start looking out for English reds. It has deep red fruit, so blackcurrant, very almost kind of dark cherry, so black cherry rather than red cherry you might get in the Pinot Noir. Lots of sort of blueberry, lots of those kind of dark red fruit notes, alongside a little bit of chocolate from the tannin, from the oak, and vanilla. So a really kind of interesting, complex wine. It's hard to compare it to anything if you've never tried it before. It's one that has a really unique flavour. I would say you might get something like a light Northern Italian Near-d'Avola, something like that. But it is a really, really interesting grape. And I think, as with always with Pattingham, lovely labels with art produced by local artists, but a lovely small vineyard producing some really interesting wines. And we're very pleased to bring it to you. So hopefully this will change the skeptics out there for English red who think it's too light and acidic. So go with Divico, and this is your English red for your box in June. And that rounds out the box. So hopefully we've shown you some new grapes, some new styles, some lovely producers. And we have converted maybe some of you to being English wine fans. So enjoy the box this month, and we'll be back with something interesting from maybe Holiday Islands next month in July. Cheers.